Diaz, Gunners Collective TV. Back at it? You already know. Like a motherfucking smack addict. Bye, bye, bye. In a menudo style in direct fashion, we're going to get straight into the content of the day. But before we do, let's hit that like and subscribe button. Ding. Put your notification bell on all so that way you're directing the direction of the dope content I am kicking. And I highly appreciate all the support, man. We're going up on this channel, and it's all because of you. And for that, I can say I'm very humbled. I'm very much so appreciative, man. Thank you. So it's breaking news. Ryan Garcia gets arrested in Beverly Hills, right? This guy right here has been spinning out of control for a minute. And I'm not going to lie. For a while, I was very concerned. Now, it's alarming. It ain't even concerning anymore. It's different, right? I've had homeboys that have done that. Spun out of control. Usually, it's due to indulging in narcotics. Facts, right? That's just what happens. They get on a good one. Their old lady leaves them. A family member or a friend passes away. Something tragic, something that's impactful happens in their life, and they spiral out of control, and there's nothing you could do to help them if they can't help themselves. It's hard to help a human that doesn't want to help themselves. It's facts. I've tried many a times. I'm trying to do it right now. Sometimes there's people that are watching that can't help themselves. It's just like a chick. When you walk into a spot, she sees you, she smells you, she can't help herself. But look, Ryan Garcia was arrested yesterday or last night in Beverly Hills for vandalism. Okay? Now, I know it doesn't sound like a big crime, but kind of like weed is a gateway drug, vandalism is the gateway crime. It's how it starts, right? It's how your record starts to get ugly. I remember my very first charge as a minor when I was young was vandalism. Went to a pad, chilling with the homies. Things got out of control. Next thing you know, we're spray painting, kicking holes in the house. Little badass kids, right? But that opened up the doors for more crime. It was the gateway crime. Then it went to stealing cars. Then it went to burglaries. Then it went to murder, right? So things happen in your life that spin out of control. Ryan Garcia has been doing this now for months, okay? Before the Devin Haney fight, he was acting real out of character. And I actually had to tap in with people to find out what exactly was going on. And I was told personally that he was just trying to sell the fight. That he was spinning that narrative, that crazy narrative, talking about things he shouldn't talk about to gain attention for the fight so that he got a bigger bag. And I understand that all business sometimes is good business. Sometimes you need to promote how you promote. The boxing game is different. If you have one fighter, in this case, Devin Haney, who doesn't sell out fights, you have to do that extra push. You have to push that. I perceived it as Ryan Garcia just acting crazy so that way we'd all tune in. Everybody tuned in. He turned up. Regardless of if he was dirty on steroids or performance-enhancing drugs, it is what it is. Everybody turned up. So he got the bag. So after he did that, he did press conferences and kind of like told everyone, hey, you guys bought into it. I was just bullshitting you guys. I was playing. And everybody was like, oh, okay. We seen that one coming. We got played. And I believe everybody, Devin Haney's camp, us as consumers, fans of the sport, everybody got played, right? Ryan did that, the master of manipulation. I wasn't too played because I said, I know he's a J-Cat, but he was acting super J-Catish, right? So now what happens is Ryan Garcia continues those antics outside of the ring after the fight. And someone like that needs help. Someone like that has hit rock bottom, or they're damn near rock bottom and they're crying out for help. He was writing letters to his ex-wife, acting like he was going to be gone, like he was going to take his own life. He's been doing crazy things. They actually had to pull up just 2 days ago and do a welfare check in Beverly Hills at the Waldorf Astoria to see if he was all right. When these types of things start to happen, this is a cry out. This is definitely a cry out. Now, Ryan Garcia is definitely out of control and he needs help. And I don't know if he's the type of individual that listens to that one person. Usually I know me, myself, and I can't speak for others, but there's usually one or two people who I can confide in, who I'll listen to, who could calm me down, you know what I'm saying, when I'm enraged or I'm tripping. And usually if I feel like, anxiety or you feel anything going on, because we're human, we all have that. You could talk to that person and be like, hey, what's up? And I had an older homeboy that was like that. I used to chop it up with him like, what's up, bro? And he'd give me the quick rundown on, the game, the knowledge you couldn't get in college. And he either would do one or two things. Either it'd calm me down, give me an understanding of the situation I was in, or he would put out a scenario where I could end up. Usually that part 2 is what led me to kill part 1, because where I could be and where I was headed, okay, were 2 different situations. Where I could be is on an island chilling, right? Living my best life. Where I was going to end up was prison or dead. And so I liked option A better. So anyways, with Ryan Garcia, he was arrested. And I believe this is probably the best thing for him. Now, he's already been bailed out. He's already, and this is the type of shit that happens. These guys, because they have so much money, because they're famous, they go in and out of jail for these knick-knack, paddywhack charges, right? And they think it's all make-believe, or they think it's all pretend. Go in, get booked in, tears in their eyes, right? Mom, I need help, right? They get bailed out, call their agent, their lawyer. And of course, people try to sweep it under the rug. With Ryan Garcia, I believe that this is also another tactic to gain attention. See, people cry out for attention in different ways. You know, I had a homeboy, man. He constantly would get arrested because his old lady had left him for another homie. So he thought by getting arrested, she would feel some type of way and feel bad for him. The first couple times she did, bailed him out, went to go visit him, got back with him because she couldn't leave him by himself and all that. So he kept doing it, right? To eventually she said, well, if that's where you want to be, I'll leave your ass in there. And then he ended up doing a 10-year piece while his old lady was out here with everyone. I know, the wind blew on her, right? Now, and he wasn't a gang member, he was just a friend. Well, you know, things happen. I'm going to tell you this, though, and this is true. Ryan Garcia, people are going to end up giving up on him. Or he's given up on himself. We're talking about a young guy who's got a lot of money, you know, but feels a lot of pressure for some reason. Maybe has some type of mental thing going on that he's unaware of or other people are unaware of. But I'll tell you right now, we need to really focus in and help this guy as raza. You know, he's still brown. He's still human. He's still a person. You know, there's a lot of people going in on him. Oh, that fool's a JCat. That fool's a sucker. That fool's this. That fool's that. Imagine the pressure of everyone in the world looking at you. Now, regardless of, after that Devin Haney fight, he was on top of the world. He did that. Everyone was like, man, we weren't expecting that. Ryan fooled everyone. Ryan's the king of boxing. Ryan's the face of boxing. I was hearing all kinds of things. I kind of just sat back and let it play out, watched it for what it was, and said, hey, he did a great job. Could have did better, right? But at the end of the day, hey, he fought someone who he knew. He fought someone who I've never thought had a great chin. He did that, right? And then the allegations of performance-enhancing drugs came out. And then they denied it, then they confirmed it, then they confirmed it, then they denied it. Now it's confirmed, and he's still fighting that case, you know. And the world, it's up and down for Ryan Garcia right now. People do not like, they don't like people who cheat, okay, in life. And they feel that he's cheated, and they feel that he's cheating the system by all these antics that he's doing. He's crying wolf. He's the boy that's crying wolf right now. But I don't believe that that's the case. I believe he's crying out for help, and people need to help him. He needs a psychological evaluation. He needs, and if not, he needs his ass whooped. Okay, straight up. I don't condone violence, but he needs to be told. He needs to be, it seems like he's acting childish, so he needs to be disciplined. That's how I feel. And this vandalism and all I said, like I said, it's a gateway crime. It leads to more, you know. He constantly seems to me like he's inebriated. He's not his true self. Now, I don't know if he's spoken on some things, and we can get deep into the Illuminati and all that shit, right? Where people believe, because I talked to a friend yesterday, and he was like, bro, what I believe is that Ryan spoke on some shit or seen some shit he wasn't supposed to see. He spoke on it. You know, he's a good person, and they're little by little, they're driving him crazy. I don't know. It's happened, right? Go ask Dave Chappelle and Cat Williams. It's happened. But, you know, still, you keep a solid core around you. You keep a solid team, family, friends, those that can protect you and watch your back. Now, I understand that gets deep in that game when you're talking about that type of stuff. That's why I kind of shy away from it. Because at the end of the day, I'm not trying to grow horns, a tail, or go, right? You know what I mean? So I'm cool. I'm not trying to get locked up for the rest of my life or some shit I've never done. Ryan is hurting right now. You know, he's crying out, and we'll see if he gets the help he needs. But I believe, honestly, right now, the way he's looking is just going to get worse and worse. Now, people are going to be like, it's no big deal. You're reading too much into it. It's just a simple vandalism. They do that. He destroyed his room, his this and that, this and that. Yes, I understand that. I understand, but all crime is not good crime. One crime is just as, to me, one crime is just as bad as the other. You know, and me having been a criminal my whole life, part of that life, reformed from that life, an ex-convict, I understand what that mentality is. You know, I understand when I see someone getting caught up on shit like that, that's just the beginning. That's just how it starts. Next thing you know, DUI. Next thing you know, after that, he's caught up on some weird charge or something. And then that's it. You know, vehicular manslaughter, things like that. Shit happens. So before it gets to that point, Ryan needs some help. But the breaking news is he was arrested last night. He's been bailed out. You know, I think the pressure of his name being constantly in the news is getting to him. I think his management team and his family definitely need to step up, man, and do something and force him. Sometimes you have to do an intervention. You know, I've done that with the homeboy. I could tell you a story, man. I had a homeboy. He was out of control. Okay, his lady left him, and she was just trying to teach him a lesson. They were into domestic stuff. She used to beat the hell out of him. When he finally, you know, just couldn't take it anymore, he was hiding that. See, he was gangster on the exterior. He'd come to the hood, the water, all gangstered out, get a lot of respect. But behind closed doors, he was getting his motherfucking ass whooped, right? His old lady was putting fingertips and toenails on him. And, you know, homeboy started to notice, like, damn, bro, why every time we go, what's up? You go, you do that, bro. Hey, how are you going to react, bro, when vatos are shooting at us? You know what I'm saying? We're trying to, hey, what's up, bro? He's like, don't slap me. Like, bro, I'm not, right? When he finally admitted to a homie, like, hey, bro, my old lady be tripping. And you know, at first we laughed at him. It's what men with pride do, okay? Mexican men will laugh at you. We laughed at him, and then he didn't laugh. And because we grew up with this homeboy, we got love for him. We had love for him, right? We knew it was serious, like, damn. And I felt bad because I was like, damn, he's in a situation he can't get out of. He got 4 kids from this chick. She's fucking beating the hell out of him, right? And one of the other homeboys was like, hey, Holmes, anyone can get it. Do what you got to do, bro. She put hands on you. I'm like, nah, I don't condone woman beating, right? Get away from the situation. I understood it was a little bit deeper than that. She relied on him with bills. They had kids together. Sometimes you're in a situation, you find yourself in a situation in life you just can't get out of, right? Because other people depend upon you. So he ended up putting hands on her, right? And after that, she got his ass locked up. She pushed full charges on him. It was his first little case on shit like that, so he ended up doing less than a year in county. But he got out a whole different man. Not a good man. Just a different type of mentality. He was ready to wreck shit, right? Spiraled out of control. No one could calm him down. He wanted to be the homeboy that jumped in the car to always hold the cuete. I got it, Holmes. First one, I'm dumping. He wanted to be on frontline status because he'd given up on himself. Once his lady left him and she did him like that, the ultimate disrespect and the ultimate, you know, turncoat on him, he just didn't care no more. It took years for him to realize that he could love himself and that he was better than that. Ryan Garcia is going through some of the same shit right now. I don't know if that is due to women. I think it all started with this relationship between him and his wife. When that started to go sour, he started to go sour. We're talking about a young guy with a lot of money that can have any chick he wants. Man, you better go out there to Dubai and get that. I seen the short the other day. The chick was boxing. Her shit was going blah, 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 blah. I said, oh, man, Ryan Garcia is doing it. And another thing, too, whatever hair products you're using, Ryan Garcia, in your hair, let that go, bro. That shit is wild, bro. That shit is drippy drip. He's got the homeless drip going on, right? His shit is dripped all over his face and makes him look crazier. Crazy people tend to try to make themselves look crazier for attention. It's all about attention. That's what it comes down to, facts. So anyways, yeah, he got arrested for vandalism. But like I said, this is not just something that just happened. This is an ongoing thing from the weekend, the whole weekend. They pulled up, I think it was on Friday, they pulled up to do a welfare check on him because of this note that he put on Instagram, you know, basically saying that he was going to unalive himself to his ex-wife. And that, you know, he had done, then there was reports that him and Devin Haney had not been paid for the fight yet. And, you know, that could be a lot of pressure, especially when you're out there spending, acting a fool, and your finances might be financed, you know, like you think. And he just feels like I think everybody's against him. And there's people constantly hating on him because they believe that he cheated. That's a lot of pressure, especially when you're young. You know, I've never had to go through that. You know, any type of pressure I put on myself was because I was out there gang related, out there doing what I was doing. I applied my own pressure. I applied pressure to other people and to myself. And I learned. As I got older, it just snapped. I don't know what happened. I just woke up one day like, damn, I don't want to do that no more. I don't want to hurt people. I don't want to feel like I'm dangerous in society. I just want to go out there and blend in, man, and live, right? Take care of my children and live. And I think Ryan needs to get to that point, but that comes with age, wisdom, and the knowledge you can't get in college. That's why I do my channels, to give people game, tell stories, not glorify stuff, but let people know exactly what it is, uncut raw with no added preservatives. I don't give a shit, man. I give a shit, that's why I don't give a shit. I could sit here and sugarcoat things, but I'm not trying to. So anyways, with that being said, we'll see what happens with Ryan Garcia. We'll see the next steps that his life takes. And there's a lot of people that are not concerned and could give a shit less. They're going to eat menudo this morning and be like, fuck Ryan Garcia. I understand. But having been a friend, or continue to be a friend of his family's, it's concerning and alarming to me because, you know, Ryan's a good dude. You know, some of the things he does don't get highlighted. You know, they're going to show the arrests. They're going to show the cheating. They're going to show the scandals with the women. They're going to show the, you know, all the bad stuff. But the good shit, like the giving to the community, you know, the looking out for people, that gets swept under the rug. That doesn't get spoken upon. You know, the fact that when I did my boxing match, the pay-per-view boxing match, you know, he allowed us to do it in his gym. He allowed us, you know, to utilize his name to do that. That's just one of them. I mean, that's something he did personally in my life. But for a lot of other people, man, he's given back to the community, looked out for the children, you know. People could talk all the shit they want about Ryan. You know, that's the problem with this era that we live in. Well, it's always been like that, right? People constantly want to talk shit about people for any little thing they do, you know, and forget all the good that they've done. It's crazy, man. Anyways, we'll see what happens next. You know, I'm truly hoping he gets help, because if he doesn't, he's going to be like my homeboy. He's going to have years and years of constant battles. And, you know, my homeboy went from just being just a regular dude. And when his lady did that to him, got him locked up, which he deserved. Fool shouldn't have put hands on her, right? Her ass needed to be locked up too. But he turned straight gangster. And there was a lot of homeboys that utilized that. Hey, call the homeboy. He's a fucking dummy. He'll do it. And I was like, that's fucked up, you know? And he was basically saying, help me. And everybody was like, oh, here's a gun. Help yourself, right? Bunch of cutthroat ass homeboys. That's the lifestyle that a lot of people live. A lot of people don't understand. Ryan Garcia is not part of that lifestyle. But the lifestyle he's in, the boxing and the playboy lifestyle, the rich lifestyle, is just as dangerous, if not even more dangerous, because, you know, everyone in that lifestyle is addicted to something or doing something bad, and no one cares about anyone else. It's a cutthroat world. You know, the boxing world is set up and dangerous, and, you know, it's all about money for certain people. And that playboy lifestyle, that rich lifestyle he's living out there in Beverly Hills. What the fuck are you doing in Beverly Hills at a hotel anyways? Go home. Take your ass home now, man. The party's over. That's the thing that people don't ever realize. The party has to end sometimes. Last night I went out, had a good time. Guess what? 2 in the morning, I got to go home. Why? Because the party was over. I ain't gonna lie, I was beating some shit up. You know what I'm saying? By 1, I was clapping. By 2, I was road mapping. I was back home, because I'm of the understanding that you can have fun, but the party must end sometimes. Not a lot of people get it. Anyways, man, my prayers and thoughts and respect goes out to Ryan Garcia and his family. I hope it all gets good. And I know it's just, oh, gun, you act like it's the end of the world. He just got arrested for vandalism. Mark my words and watch what I say. That just leads to other shit, man. And I truly hope it doesn't lead to that note that he wrote, fulfilling the prophecy and being real, because that'd be unfortunate. It'd be breaking news. For content creators, it'd be gold, right? But as a person, to me, I just want to see him do good, man. I want to see everyone come up. With that being said, I hope that you move smooth with a purpose. Get everything that you want coming. And remember, at the end of the day, it's all about the strive to struggle, the struggle to strive. We back on it today. I know it's Sunday. Man, I'm dropping bangers right here on Gunners Collective TV. The collective clips, I'm going to have banger after banger. We're going to keep it going, man. I appreciate all the support that I've been getting on these channels. I truly do. You know, I'm trying to build this channel back up to what it once was. And the collective clips, I can't even say enough, man. Enough thanks to what you guys have done over there. And if you're not tapped in, go over there. Bangers over there. The gun. Bang, bang.